I called the blind. He checked. Out with the flop. Rainbow 10, Jack, Queen. Couldn't bloody believe it. The tourist bet the pot. I raised, he called. Turn came down, tenner of diamonds. Now this is where your usual minted numpty gives way their hand by playing too aggressive, yeah? Not the tourist, he just checked. Cool as a bloody cucumber. I bet the minimum to see if he goes spare. The tourist raised 2,000 for my trouble. Not a standard fish move, that. I called to save myself the embarrassment. River came up, 7 of diamonds. The tourist bet me 5,000. Which I promptly raised to 10,000. Tourist called. I dropped my straight flush. And then he didn't even bat an eye. It's poor form, I know, but something made me ask, what do you have? But the tourist didn't show me a damn thing. I just took nearly half his stack, and not even a wince. Feeling cheeky, I ordered him a bevy to match his clobber. The kind of shandy that would fetch a local bloke a real pasting. Next stand, and it's the same song and dance. Tourist called the big blind. I checked, and the flop was out. And then I caught it. A bit of fire in those eyes. I checked and he bet me double the bleeding blind. I called, naturally. Turn came, Jack of clubs. There was that fire again. The tourist wanted to punt so bad I could taste it. And me holding bugger all. I bet 1,000 to run amok. Then that fishbowl up and doubled it. I wasn't about to be tugged round by a bloke in a bleeding bum bag. Not that day, not any day, mate. I re-raised to 4,000. No faffing about. This loony up and raised me 24 grand. I folded. Nutter had gone and lost the plot. All the same, the bluff had gone too far. Couldn't believe I was being bullied by a bleeding tourist. Then, Bumbag looked up at me. Face all mental. and bloody taunts me. The stones on this one. It was the start of the last hand. Dealer threw me a wicked set of diamonds. Straight away, I tossed a bet of 5,000. The tourist took a long sip of that bloody tourist tea and pushed all in. I was done, knackered, ready to end this, so I called. The tourist flips over a suited slap shot. I slapped down my Ajax. Dealer threw the flop. King, 9 of clubs and a 10 of spades. I'm a lady away from a straight. Tourist, a clover from a flush. The look on his face was priceless. Turn came out. Hit my straight with a queen of hearts. Ha! Bloody brilliant. Before my smirk turned into a smile, blasted dealer flipped over the river. That dodgy nutter landed there flush with a bloody 5 of clubs. I took a pasting from a tourist in a bleeding bum bag. I tell the cheeky bastard that if he has the knackers for a rematch, then he'll have to earn enough rep to reach the tip of the tower. I'll be waiting there. I'll toss him a bloody card and aim him at the cleaners. See how he fares against the hearts, that lucky motherfucker.
another song for you now. Enjoy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey. Here. Oh, yes. Yeah. Hey. Whoosh. Oh.
Oh yeah. Right. Pow!
Bad breach theory, no matter. We bring them all to you now.
Wow. Man. Hey. Nah.
Midrugi, come join me for music now. Ha ha, let's dance.
Are you all ready to win big? Then come on down and get ready to have a ball in prominence.
Richest little city in...
Bloody brilliant, that flick. Lured this city more fish than I could ever dream. Started pouring in by the busload, they did. Rookies, amateurs, tourists. All looking for their own slice of the prominence pudding. Losing their life savings in all a flutter. Very few of these punters ever make it out without their purse getting pilfered. Marks they are. I don't even need the money, just having a laugh. That's me, pride still intact. The largest hit to my reputation came from one of these chancers. Went by the moniker, The Tourist. Well, at least that's what I called him. You can see why. He earned that name by taking me down in a marathon tourney, looking like a damn grockle. The last 3 hands were bloody brutal. There we were, just the 2 of us left. Had damn close to the same stack. My hole cards were complete rubbish. The tourists seemed pleased with theirs. Pocket pair, I reckoned. I called the blind. He checked. Out with the flop. Rainbow 10, Jack, Queen. Couldn't bloody believe it. The tourist bet the pot. I raised, he called. Turn came down, 10 of diamonds. Now this is where your usual minted nupty gives away their hand by playing too aggressive, yeah? Not the tourist, he just checked. Cool as a bloody cucumber. I bet the minimum to see if he goes spare. The tourist raised 2,000 for my trouble. Not a standard fish move, that. I called to save myself the embarrassment. River came up, 7 of diamonds. The tourist bet me 5,000. Which I promptly raised to 10,000. Tourist called. I dropped my straight flush. Horn and he didn't even bat an eye. It's poor form, I know, but something made me ask, what do you have? Bugger had a pair of ladies. Full boat since the turn. Royally bad bid, mate. Feeling cheeky, I ordered him a bevy to match his clobber. The kind of shandy that would fetch a local bloke a real pasting. Next hand, and it's the same song and dance. Tourist called the big blind. I checked, and the flop was out, and then I caught it. A bit of fire in those eyes. I checked, and he bet me double the bleeding blind. I called, naturally. Turn came, Jack of clubs. There was that fire again. The tourist wanted to punt so bad I could taste it. And me holding bugger all. I bet 1,000 to run amok. Then that fishbowl up and doubled it. I wasn't about to be tugged round by a bloke in a bleeding bum bag. Not that day, not any day, mate. I re-raised to 4,000. And no faffing about, this loony up and raised me 24 grand. I folded. Nutter had gone and lost the plot. All the same, the bluff had gone too far. Couldn't believe I was being bullied by a bleeding tourist. Then, Bumbag looked up at me. Face all mental. bloody taunts me. The stone's on this one. It was the start of the last hand. Dealer threw me a wicked set of diamonds. Straight away, I tossed a bet of 5,000. The tourist took a long sip of that bloody tourist tea and pushed all in. I was done, knackered, ready to end this, so I called. The tourist flips over a suited slap shot. I slapped down my Ajax. Dealer threw the flop. King, 9 of clubs and a 10 of spades. I'm a lady away from a straight. Tourist, a clover from a flush. The look on his face was priceless. Turn came out. Hit my straight with a queen of hearts. Ha! Bloody brilliant. Before my smirk turned into a smile, blasted dealer flipped over the river. That dodgy nutter landed there flush with a bloody 5 of clubs.
Yeah.
Oh, I took a pasting from a tourist in a bleeding bum bag. I tell the cheeky bastard that if he has the knackers for a rematch, then he'll have to earn enough rep to reach the tip of the tower. I'll be waiting there. I'll toss him a bloody card and aim him at the cleaners. See how he fares against the Hearts, that lucky motherfucker. Ooh.
Only the best jazz music, only the best music you can hear with your ears be playing for you now.
Yeah.
Hey over there. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We all together friends now, and we don't have to worry about being so formal. Let's just party all night and sing all day and dance our butts off. Let's do this.
Evening.
How are you?
I'm fine.
That's good. Hey, this is ridiculous. You know what they're doing for, you know what they're doing now for deals, trying to get people to buy shark cards?
What's that?
If you buy any of the shark cards, you get 60% money extra. 60%. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, how have you been?
I'm fine. Working away.
Did you have a nice sleep last night?
Oh yeah.
Needed it after the weekend?
Yep.
Busy weekend?
Ooh.
What?
Fuck.
You play? You play? What?
I did. Sorry, I've got it. Oh, I think you gave my phone, so I'm just thing being.
Providence Poker. Oh. I still got a poker game I can get started on, but...
Hey.
You'd have to join the party later, I bet she's just too much into her new game.
Oh yeah, she will be.
I don't blame her, to be honest.
Well, she was looking forward to it, she was.
Yes, she was. The other thing is that, you'd be the exact same if you had the new farm simulator, and I'm probably gonna be the same when we get the new GTA.
What's a piss, man? He's a fucking jack and a king.
Yeah, long story short, me and Eunice had been friends with this pathetic kid and he was useless. Basically, Eunice we were in a public lobby and a kid came up to you, someone's player sent a message saying, "Oh, would you mind helping me out with a heist?" And Eunice going, "Oh yeah, okay, fine enough." And Eunice was asking the kid, the person on game chat if the person does businesses or they go around killing players, and the person of course said they were doing businesses all the time, and they were. But so she brought him over. She brought him over to. She brought him into the. I brought him into. She invited him to the party, and I found out it was a kid. Don't know how old, but I reckon probably about 18, 19 years old, or even younger.
Yeah.
So we were busy hanging out, and he goes, "So I found this. I found this. He did some weird stuff. Like, for example, he goes, "Oh, I need to go and get 150,000. No, 450,000 to go and buy the Insurgent." I'm thinking, why? You've got no businesses. You've got nothing to. You can just save the money, and then. And then he starts going, we're in the middle of doing the biker delivery with the postal trucks.
Yeah.
On the busy highway, he decides to, tell you what, stop. And I'll stop the thing, and he goes, because you guys are busy, delivering those, you guys go and deliver those trucks and then come back and get my one. I'll go and get a jet and start bombing the psycho who's in the lobby. I'm going, no, you will stay in the truck and get delivering. And he goes, "Oh, but I want to get my mental state up." Alright. And then later on, we said to him, "Oh, we need to go to bed, but I'll tell you what, let's go to quickly do piracy." This is like 5:45 in the morning. And we're going to, we'll do a quick piracy prevention, and then me and you have to go to bed. And he goes, alright. So we all go to my yacht to do piracy prevention. Halfway through piracy prevention, he decides to quit he decides to quit my organisation by accident. He thinks he pushed the wrong button. And he starts going around blasting all my stuff, blowing up my yachts, blowing up my boats, blowing up my helicopters and all that. And I'm going, for fuck's sake, this is a nightmare. And then the next day, I was telling I'm tempted to go and delete this guy because he's been a complete and utter pest. The next day, Una goes and says, "Oh well, I've deleted him." I'm going, okay. And she goes, "Yeah, well, come on, joined Una had her party on open chat, so she didn't have to deal with the people on the microphones. The people who are going around on gameplay." And the guy, Ali, his name was.
Yeah.
Hey, baby.
Are you ghosting?
I didn't mean to. I forgot to change it from last night. Oh, not last night. This afternoon. Anyway, I just told John about Ali. And then John, basically, Ali goes into Una's party and goes and says, "Oh, I found this glitch that'll give me $38.5 million.
Yeah.
So Una goes, "If you do that, I'm going to report you to Rockstar, and you're officially going to be off my friends list." And, well, he left the party because he was angry and all that stuff, and then you went and deleted him, didn't you? You know.
Yeah. Are they in their Christmas?
Enjoying yourself, you know?
Keep popping the blow up.
No.
When I would do that, I'm just like, no, don't need. Even after 20 years, I still remember how to do everything. As soon as I saw the opening cutscene and everything, I was just like, oh, the nostalgia! Huh? What? That's Quistis. She's my teacher. She's Squall's teacher. Riku's not on here. But there's someone on here that acts kind of like her. Her name's Selfie. And people made a meme about her.